He ran up the stairs and was banging on the door. He had already been shot. Nobody answered the door. We believe that somebody saw something. It's just a matter of finding that right person.
A man named Henryk Siwiak was murdered in Brooklyn on September 11, 2001. Because those who died at the World Trade Center were classified as victims of terror, Siwiak was the only murder in New York City that day. The case remains unsolved.
My name is Detective George Harvey. I work at the 79th Precinct Detective Squad. The 79th Precinct is located in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I've been with the 79th Precinct for all 25 years of my career. The precinct itself has changed dramatically. A Polish immigrant by the name of Henryk Siwiak was killed on September 11, 2001. In 2001, this area was very violent. He was on his way to a job down on Albany Avenue in Brooklyn, and he came up Albany Avenue to Decatur Street here.
Earlier that day, Siwiak had called his family in Poland to let them know he was safe after the World Trade Center attacks. Then he left for a new job in a part of town he didn't know well.
It was approximately around 11:45 p.m. Unknown individuals wound up shooting at him that night, hitting him numerous times. When he got to the spot on Decatur Street, he ran up the stairs to the brownstone. He was knocking on the door for help. He had already been shot, we believe, at that time. Nobody answered the door. He then stumbled down the stairs and fell on the sidewalk, where he ultimately died.
It's 8:52 here in New York. We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that.
Earlier that day was the terrorist attacks of the Twin Towers. So that's what was taking place amongst the city, and then this is the only other homicide that day in the city. Back in 2001, there was no iPhones, there was no video cameras, or there was a few, but not like it is today in the neighborhood. Like every building around here pretty much has a camera on it, and it makes it easier to solve some of the crimes. But back then, 2001, we just relied on the public to come forward and give us information. Albany Avenue is a pretty tight-knit block. It's a short block. It only goes from Fulton Street to Decatur Street. So they don't really like the outsiders coming through the block or coming on the block. As far as we know, he only spoke Polish. He was only in the country for a short time. So he probably didn't even understand what was being said, if anything was being said, or he couldn't communicate himself to the people on the block. Everybody heard the shots, but nobody saw anything. Anybody that gets arrested in this area, the detective squad debriefs them in regards to information in regards to this case. So far, nothing has turned up. Around the anniversary, we also hang up the reward posters, hoping to generate new information in regards to the case. I mean, we believe somebody saw something. It's just a matter of finding that person. So I believe that probably the person responsible is probably still in the area. We'd like to ultimately give the family some kind of closure in regards to the case and find out who did this.
Anyone with information regarding the death of Henryk Siwiak is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. All calls will be kept confidential. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Caitlin Nolan.